Hey guys, welcome to another video. So today we are heading up to Bribie Island. Gonna go for a drive up the beach. Got the rod in the back, do a bit of fishing. Kids can have a play. Got the barbie, have a bit of a barbecue lunch. And yeah, weather's actually turned out pretty good today. It was a bit overcast this morning, but it's looking good now.
So Bribie Island is just below Sunshine Coast basically. It's the last sort of stop out of Brisbane. Probably 20 minutes off the Bruce Highway, but that's in a good run. It is 1 or 2 lanes from the Bruce Highway out to Bribie, and it can get absolutely packed, so it can take hours. So always check your route before you come. You need a permit to go on here. How much is it?
So we ended up just getting a year pass because we live so close. Like you can do weekly or yearly. Because we live so close, we went yearly. I think weekly was like $50 or $40 or something, and yearly was like 150. So really, if we decided if we did 3 trips, yeah, we're done. We're good. But we'll confirm those prices anyway. But I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
But this is our second time out here, and you must get a permit. A lot of people used to sneak on and not get them here. They have cameras now, like a toll point on the entrance, so there's no way you're getting in without getting a fine if you don't have a permit.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a crossing as well. So the first time we came, we weren't really aware of it. On high tide, you cannot get through, no matter what's in the car.
We got a fair bit of rain as well beforehand, and it was a high tide, so there is one section where that gets pretty deep on that high tide. So it's low tide. Well, it's coming onto a low tide when we're heading in now. So
you can go an inland track otherwise, but we haven't done that one before to avoid that cutting.
Yeah, so we won't even be able to see sort of what that height's like now, but yeah.
You can camp on Bribie too. You can get camping permits for there. Obviously there's no toilet or shower facilities, but you'd be right on the beach. So that's another option as well, a closer one than Double Island Point. Obviously not as great as the rainbow side of Double Island, but much closer to home, so you've got your win-win there. Yeah. Let's go. Coming over the bridge and you follow the signs to Warham.
Righto, so anytime you're driving on the sand, you've got to drop your air out of your tyres. So one of these things, now it's actually broken, but it still works. Really cheap, really good bit of gear. So it screws onto the actual valve, takes that valve out, so you can really drop your tyre pressures quick instead of just using a stick or a rock or something and sitting there for half the day. So good bit of gear.
Just a tip when you're doing this, to never here you go. To never put this in your mouth, because a dog probably peed on there earlier.
Where are we?
We are at the beach. Are you excited? Yes. Did you have a sleep on the way here, so you're ready to play? And Kobe's just had a sleep too. Now he's awake. Oh.
She just woke me up last night.
Yeah. We're gonna go on the beach now. Dad's just letting the tyres down. Old mate in front of us hasn't even got on the beach yet, and he's got his back bumper in the back of his car tied in, so obviously he had a bit of a ride. Hey Abs. Say bye, see you at the beach. So the Northern Access track, which I'm pretty sure is the one we were talking about earlier, is closed. So if it's high tide, you wouldn't be able to skip the crossing. Here are the cameras we were talking about, getting the rego. So this is the cutting we were talking about. It is much lower than last time, but as you'll be able to see, it flows very quickly. Paul Coves is due for a feed, but he will vomit everywhere if we feed him before driving.
Yeah, so recently we've had a lot of rain, so this is literally just all the fresh water running out from
under the tea tree, tea tree trees. So this is Bribie Island on the full drive site. Here, Brendan stalking us up there. Hey Abs, where are we?
At the beach.
Woohoo! Do you love the beach? Yeah, it's your favourite place, hey?
Yeah, I just want to go here every time.
You just want to go here every time. We know that, yeah. So, all the way up there, you might be able to see some high rises. That is Caloundra. You can literally go right up pretty much. There's a few World War, I don't know what World War, but there's some war things up there which we may go to later, may not, depending on the kids. It is a fair way, but yeah, so it does stop. But however, on our Instagram you may have seen us at a little beach a few weeks ago that I'm tagged Bribie Island on. That was on the other side, and it's literally like 100 meters over to Caloundra, so if that. So it's super close at the tip, but you can't actually drive all the way to the end. And then over this way, where you've seen on our Instagram before, is Tangalooma, where the wrecks are, and Moreton Island, which we went to a few weeks ago. That is right there. And when I may have said Brendan was out fishing on yesterday, which you'll see this in a few days, but he was all the way out as far as you can go pretty much. You couldn't even see him out that way apparently. So this is the local basically. It's a good spot, hey Abs? You smile.
I found.
Wow, what'd you find?
I found a rock.
That's pretty cool.
Another rock.
And another one.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Cool.
They're like marbles.
Ah, should we go have some fun now?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go.
What you cooking?
a couple of snags.
Snags on bread?
Eddie like them, well done.
Oh gosh, what a place to have lunch. Abs, let's go check out the water. What do you reckon? Pretty cool?
Yeah.
What about that one?
Yeah.
Lunch is cooking and these two are over here having a little fish. What are you doing?
Daddy saw dolphins, but we don't know where are they now.
You saw dolphins and now you don't know where they are. That's pretty cool.
That way.
Oh, did they? Yeah, probably. Do you reckon Dad's going to catch anything today?
I don't know.
You don't know? He might, yeah. Gotcha! So everyone that knows us knows it's not a trip without a bit of an adventure. So yeah, awesome. Thankfully, you're here too. Thankfully, old mate that's driving past has been kind enough to stop because the battery is flat, because the GoPro we didn't charge last night because we didn't know we were doing anything today. So we're like, oh, we'll charge it in the car. 4% battery, car dead. Just a heads up. Yeah, you're fruit. Just a heads up, do not do that. And we went to stop people driving past because everyone around us does not have jumper leads, and people literally see you waving down like 2 meters from their car and drive past you. That is not four-wheel driving etiquette. Idiots. Hey Cobes. Cobes just wants to go to sleep. Hey, we're almost going home, Bubba. Let's take that back. After all that, he's been looking for his car for like 5 minutes, didn't have a jumper lead. Yeah, now waiting for the next person to drive past. Old mate that was here before drove down the beach and asked some other randoms if they had any, and they did, so he came back to save us. Let's get home. There's always one champion, and look at what he's driving.
Right up on us that whole way.
Yep.
Holy. Through there.
Wow. What's wrong, Ab?
I'm not sure about that.
So we're off the beach now. Just out here at the entrance, pumping up tyres. When I drop the tyres, I usually drop them to like 18 PSI. Usually pretty right with that. Depending on how soft the sand is, you might have to let a bit more than that out. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, when you use this and take that valve out of there, just be mindful that you've actually got that valve screwed in properly, because if it's not, as soon as you take that off, that valve is just going to go. So the tyres that I'm running are the Nitto Trail Grabblers. Good on the sand. Haven't done too much mud stuff with them yet, but what I have done seemed to be pretty good. Another great thing about them is they aren't slippery. Well, they're not that slippery in the wet compared to some other brands that I've had. I've had some Maxxis Bighorns on before. They were ridiculously slippery. So I'll definitely be buying another set of these tyres once these ones are done. So yeah, that's a wrap, and let's head home.
See you later. I hope you like it. That's Bribie Island.
And that's Bribie Island.
I'll see you in the stars.
Please like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.